Okay, today we're going to be talking about speed and velocity. What is speed? Speed is the distance traveled per time. Speed is scalar, that means it has only a magnitude, it doesn't have a direction. Alright, so the formula is average speed V equals d over t. What is velocity? Velocity is change in position per time. Velocity is a vector quantity. That means it has a magnitude and a direction. So average velocity equals position over time, or velocity equals change in distance over time. This arrow right here tells me that it's a vector. What does this triangle mean? This triangle means change in, which is final minus initial. Okay, let's take some time and read this question. Okay, find a student's average speed. The average speed is equal to the total distance divided by the total time. Alright, so the total distance, so V equals d over t, which equals 11 meters plus 25 meters over the total time is 12 seconds, which equals 36 over 12, which equals 3 meters per second. Now to find the student's average velocity, we have to look at the directions. Notice that one is south and one is north. South is a negative direction and north is a positive direction. So velocity is change in position over time. Now our change in position went from 11 meters north, so positive 11 meters, to 25 meters south, which is negative 25 meters, in 12 seconds. So that's going to give us negative 14 over 12, which is negative 1.2 meters per second, or 1.2 meters per second south. The negative sign and the south mean the same thing. So negative indicates the direction. Okay, so look down here, we have this formula, V equals d over t. If we use this triangle right here, and we have d on top and vt, this is a division line and this is a multiplication line, then we get that t equals d over v and d equals v times t. So this is a way right here that we can manipulate this formula. So now let's look at these questions, okay? How long does it take a car traveling at 45 kilometers an hour to travel 100 meters? Alright, so this is a speed or a velocity. It's not a velocity because we don't have a direction. And this is a distance. Okay, notice that this is in kilometers and this is in meters. Okay, so we have to change the kilometers an hour to meters per second. Remember how we did in unit 1, so we divide by 3.6. Then we use this formula here, which is a variation of this formula, t equals d over v. And we get 100 meters, which is the distance, divided by the velocity now, because we have meters and meters, gives us 8 seconds. So that's the answer to that question. How far does a skateboarder travel in 22 seconds if his average velocity is 12 meters per second? Okay, so we have time and we have velocity. We need to find the distance here. So we're going to be using this formula down here. So we're going to use d equals v times t. We have our v and we have our t. We don't have to convert any units because they're the same, seconds and seconds. And we get 264 meters. A shopping cart moves from a point 3 meters west of the flagpole to 18 meters east of the flagpole. Find its average velocity. Okay, so now we have a direction west and east. West is a negative direction, east is a positive direction. So we have a diagram. Here's the flagpole. To the right is 18 meters east, and to the left, -3 meters. We take the flagpole to be as position 0. Okay? So then our formula becomes velocity equals change in position over time, which equals, alright, so change in position is position final minus position initial. So we end up at 18 meters east of the flagpole minus 3 meters west, which is -3, divided by time, which gives us positive 8.4 meters per second, or 8.4 meters per second east.